Hello friends, in this video we are going to talk about Git branching model. We can also say development model, Git branching strategy and a branching workflow. As I have used this model in some of my projects and I found it to be a very successful model, and I am using it last from 5 years. So without wasting your time, let's start. First of all, let me create a Git demo repository. With the help of that, I can explain everything to you well, and this will make it easier for you to understand better. Every Git repository has an initial branch, which is the first branch to be created when a new repository is generated. So now here you can see a branch named main has been created. Let me create two more branches, staging and develop, and let me make it default branch. I am doing it for some reason that you will know later on this video. Earlier the branch name, the default branch name for this initial branch was master. GitHub took action based on the Software Freedom Conservancy's suggestion and moved away from the term master when a Git repository initialized. Let me tell you that Software Freedom Conservancy is a non-profit charity that helps promote, improve, develop, and defend free, libre, and open source software projects. GitLab later renamed the default branch name from master to main at the time of release Git version 2.31.0 as a part of GitLab 13.11 release in April 2021, whereas GitHub has changed it in October 2020. Before proceeding, let me tell you that there are two types of branches, long running branches and topic branches. We can also call it feature or short lived branches. Now these main, develop, and staging, these will be long running branches, and the branches that you create to complete your task or ticket assigned to you, those will be your feature, topic, or short lived branches, because once you complete your task and merge it in the develop branch, these branches get deleted. So guys, there are lots of different workflows you can use with Git, but I'm just going to talk about this specific model. The model I'm talking about is heavily based on this article called Successful Git Branching Model. In this article, Vincent lays out basically how things can be done. So you have your develop branch. This is the branch that has all the latest features merged in it. You have master branch where all the code that works is tested and ready to push to production and what your users are using right now. Then you have feature branches. We have also called it topic branches. These branches will be branch of develop to implement specific features. And then you have hotfixes branches. If a bug is found in production but you are not ready to release other features on production, so you create a branch specifically for fixing bugs. The way it works, I'm going to show you this with real-time example. The actual goal here is that work can be done parallelly. So if you have multiple features that we need to implement, for example, we have user registration, login, and forgot password, and developer A will work on user registration, developer B will work on login, and developer C will work on forget password. So the first thing that I would like to say, that they all will not be dependent on each other. So any piece of work that these developers going to do, they create a branch based off develop branch using a specific name. So if you are using any bug and issue tracker software tool, then you will have a single identifier for your task or feature. So in our case we have TIS 25, TIS 12, TIS 17. But let's assume these three cards denoting to our features: user registration, login and forgot password respectively. So you can see each thing has unique ID, and idea is that when you create a new feature branch, your branch, you name it specifically after the card you are working on. So in this case, if developer A is working on user registration, I would create a feature branch called TIS25. If you want to add title of the ticket in the branch name, you can, but I think it's enough, because for more details they can see that a specific card on the board. Okay, so developer A has created that branch and then he started work on it, and he's work on it and then create a pull request and say, hey, this work is finished, please review it and merge it into develop branch. So the way we have set up is, develop has the latest features that has everything, but this may not be seen to what the user will see. Now you can look at the repository of GitHub. You can see git demo by default is the branch is developed as the main default branch. And basically what that means is, when someone clone, they will get this default develop branch in their local system, and also when they will create PR, then that PR will automatically will be created towards develop branch. Now the next thing is releases. So let's say all three features TIS 25, 12 and 17 has been merged into develop branch. Now these three features are exist on develop branch, and now we want to release these features to production. So what I have here is, we will branch off of the latest develop, which has all these three features TIS 25, TIS 12 and 17, and create a new branch, for example release v 1.0.0, and this is gonna be the first version, so we created it. So then we merge it into the release branch. So by creating this release branch, we fixed that these three features are gonna live. You can see we have a release branch, we call it staging here. This is the branch, it is right before the master branch. We brings all things here to make sure everything is working fine and good to go. So once QA approved and they make sure that the everything is fine and we are good to go, we merge this release branch into main branch. And before merging, we can also set up some automation. Basically anything that gets merged into main or release branch will instantly deploy all code on the server, and also we can add some another automation rules over here before merge. Other thing is to mention here potentially bugs and hotfixes. So let's say that TIS 25, TIS 12 and TIS 17 got released, and then we started work on feature TIS 15 and TIS 16, and both of those are ready to be merged in develop, but not exactly ready for the production yet. So we don't wanna release those two features that we are working on. What we can do is create a branch for a specific bug fix. We would branch off of the previous release. So branch off of it, suppose we have created TIS 30 and then we merge it, that bug fix, into it, and then that release branch will we will push into master. So basically this hotfix allows us to not to push all the features because they may not be tested yet. So in this scenario we are saying that TIS 15 and TIS 16 are untested features that were not ready to production yet. So we branch off of which don't include these features, and that only have that specific fix, and then this flow will be continue. I'm now going to show you it a real life example how we would do this with GitHub, but we'll do that in the next video. See you there.